Hi. In this video, we will show you how to rotate a turntable using the MECHA C1 controller and E1 rotator. The E1 is the smallest of Fanotec's MECHA rotators. It is lightweight, quiet, and power efficient. The E2 and P1 rotators can also be used. The C1 controller is our first-generation controller, featuring LED indicators, a compact design, and a built-in, high-capacity battery for full-day usage. It can control one MECHA rotator at a time. The controller controls the rotator, so the two need to be connected. The rotator and controller can be mounted in different ways under a turntable. The simplest way is to mount them in a standard position. In that case, the rotator and controller rotate along with the turntable, as do cables if used. You need to take this into account when creating the preset. Another way is to mount both the rotator and controller upside down under the turntable. The inverted setting must be enabled on the configuration page in that case. The drawback is that it is not comfortable to use the controller. The third method is to mount the rotator upside down, with the controller in its standard position. The inverted setting must be enabled on the configuration page, as in case 2. Additionally, you will need to remove this screw and replace it with a longer one. The examples shown in this video feature this method of mounting the rotator and controller. While the rotator is mounted upside down, only the turntable rotates. Cables, if used, will not cause any problems because they do not move. Also, the rotator's movements need to be reversed. You can specify this using the inverted setting on the configuration page, as mentioned. Access the user interface. Then find the inverted checkbox on the configuration page and check it. The rotator type can also be set at this moment. Then, click the Apply button. Our object turntable is a 10-inch diameter disc designed to be mounted on our advanced rotators, as well as MECHA rotators. It includes a mounting kit, and you can separately purchase a set of 5 velvet covers: red, white, blue, black, and green. Now, place the object you want to film or photograph on the turntable. If you want to photograph the object, you need to plug the correct shutter cable for the camera in use into the C1's camera port to allow automatic shutter triggering. All you have to do now to rotate the turntable is launch a preset or press certain buttons on the controller. Let's create some presets using the user interface. A while ago, we showed in a video how to rotate a turntable using the MECHA C2 controller, and we created a few presets using the C2's OLED menu. Today, we intend to create similar presets using the user interface, which is the same for both controllers. We will load a preset for single-axis application first. Example 1. For 12 shots, select 12 shots from the shots list. One camera trigger signal per position. The duration of the shutter button signal is half a second. A is the delay after each trigger sequence. Ensure the exposure set on your camera is no greater than E+A. We will leave all other settings unchanged and update the preset notes. You may have noted that some preset settings are not visible now, but this will not cause any problems. MECHA uses their default values in this case. Save the preset using the Save button. We will launch our preset from the user interface using the left button. If necessary, camera trigger signals can be set to 0, T0, to ensure the stop in each shooting position is very short. Let us launch the same preset using the right button now. Example 2. For 72 shots, simply enter 72 shots using the custom option. For testing purposes, you can set the number of camera trigger signals to -1, T-1. The preset will be executed as usual, except that the trigger signals will not be sent. Also, update the preset notes, then save this preset under a different name. The preset can be launched using either the left or right button, as usual. We will use the left button. Example 3. Simple rotations can also be used to rotate a turntable. For example, when pressing the controller's right arrow button, then button 3, MECHA performs a 180-degree rotation to the right by default. That value can be changed to 360 on the configuration page to achieve a 360-degree rotation, or a full turn, using the same button combination. So, find the arrow button's interval 3 setting, and change its value to 360. Left arrow button and 3 will rotate the turntable to the left, and right arrow button and 3 will rotate the turntable to the right. You can also adjust the speed for interval 3. We recommend testing different values to find what works best for your needs. For filming, a lower speed may be necessary. Then, click the Apply button. Next, press the left button, then 3. To rotate 360 degrees in the opposite direction, press the right button, then 3. The button 3 should be pressed quickly after pressing the left and right buttons. Example 4. To change the initial view, or for small rotations, press and hold the left or right arrow button. Example 5. For 1000 continuous rotations, return to the arrow button's interval 3 setting on the configuration page and adjust its value to 360,000. Also, change the rotation speed if necessary. Use the Apply button to save the settings. Now, press the right button, then press 3 to rotate the turntable to the right. The rotation stops after 1000 rotations or when the batteries are completely discharged. You can also press the power button on the controller to cancel the rotation. A power supply can be used for continuous operation. Thank you for watching.